Hi, I'm Dr. Archer Crosley with Real World Pediatrics. So today I'm going to talk about baby formula confusion. So, are you confused by all the different baby milks out there? Are you overwhelmed by all the choices? There's like 20 million milks out there. Well, so are doctors. In prior videos, I went over the different broad classifications of milks. But now I want to talk about how they got these names and why you may be confused. In the old days, life was pretty simple. We only had two basic formulas. Similac was the original baby formula put out by the company Ross. Enfamil was put out by Mead Johnson. They were competing companies, and every pediatrician had a Ross rep and a Mead Johnson rep come to their office. There was also a Wyeth rep. Wyeth put out a formula called SMA. Now this was before the country turned extremely corporate, before all the merging of companies, before globalization hit big time. In the old days, baby formulas were pitched to pediatricians, and pediatricians recommended the formulas to their patients. But then the floodgates opened and a corporate, money-oriented mentality took over America. Both Ross and Mead Johnson eventually got taken over by larger corporations. Mead Johnson is now owned by a company called Reckitt Benckiser Group out of the UK, and Ross is now owned by Abbott. As Ross and Mead Johnson were expanding their formula options, and as this corporate money-oriented mentality took over America, these companies and their successor corporations decided to bypass the pediatricians and go straight to the consumer, youth. At this point, marketing took over. The names Similac and Enfamil, which were once identifiable as specific formulas, became more generic brand names to symbolize the companies themselves. Thus arose strange names like Similac Alimentum and Enfamil Nutramigen. You can see these names printed on the labels of the formulas these days. And this, I think, confuses moms and dads, especially when communicating to physicians what their baby is taking. In addition to this new type of branding, the big box retailers like Walmart got into the act and began selling their private label brands, thus the name Parents' Choice. It was only a matter of time before companies around the world sold their own niche brands here in the United States. As a result, formulas like Kendamil have become popular. Kendamil baby formula is made by Kendall NutriCare, a family-owned British company based, of course, in the UK. Consumers, we used to call them patients, they now buy formula off Amazon. The other day, a mom came into my office and said that she was using Bub's goat milk. She had purchased Bub's off Amazon. Bub's is a milk that comes out of Australia, and Bub's claims that their milk is superior because of the ways that cows are raised and cared for. They also claim to have A2 protein in their milk that makes it superior. Bub's sells both goat-based and cow-based milk formulas. So, that's the world we live in. I'm not sure it's a better world. I'm not sure that parents are being served by this model, because it seems to me like there's a lot of marketing BS going on out there. But it's the world we live in. It's an international world where companies sell all over the globe. Now, normally I'm a big believer in competition. Competition can bring lower prices and higher quality products. So, maybe this is the way to go. In spite of that, though, it's important to remember that just because you see a different brand, that doesn't mean that you're getting something different. You have to be careful here. You may be blowing a lot of your hard-earned money on something that you're not getting value for. And companies, they're always going to tout their unique ingredients as beneficial to you. I remember not too long ago, when Snickers candy bars had commercials on television touting the healthy ingredients of a Snickers bar, talking about ingredients such as milk and nuts. Come on, it's a Snickers bar. Well, the same goes for formula companies. They're going to oversell what they can provide. So be wary of that when looking at formulas. Try to check the ingredients, or you can check my videos. Thank you.